Alright guys, so today we're taking a look at another case that came updated and finally has the camera control button. Now I do have my thoughts on the camera control button as well as with the case, and today we're taking a look at the Dbrand grip for the iPhone 16 Pro Max with camera control. Now, huge shout out to Dbrand for sending this over to me to review for you guys. The price on this case is $59.90, so 60 bucks, which is a $4 difference than the Dbrand grip without the camera control. Without it, it's $55.90. This one is $59.90. So let's take a look at the packaging real quick. It's not going to be a whole review. We're just going to talk about the button a little bit and then close it out. So, of course, typical Dbrand packaging. Here you go. This is the grip, and they did give me a skin with it as well. Now, of course, Dbrand has the most customizable case because you can get any skin from their site. They have a ton of them. You can get whatever skin you want, whatever design, whether you want it around the whole phone, just the back, the camera lens. Tons and tons of customization, so you can really make this case yours. Anyways, that is pretty much it, so let's go ahead and take a look. Now, very similar to the original Dbrand grip here, I actually had a skin on here and I peeled it off, so if you guys see any kind of residue or anything like that, it should come right off here. I don't really have too much on there, but let's get started. So first, I did want to just weigh them just to see, I'm curious to see the difference between the two. So we are in grams. This one is going to be the one without the camera control button. We're looking at 50 grams, and with the camera control button, also 50 grams. So really no difference in weight at all. Of course, the thickness is going to be the exact same because it's the exact same case, so no real need to measure that. If you guys do want to see my original review for the Dbrand grip, I'll leave that right here at the end of this video. It's a great case. Definitely watch that review. But that is pretty much it. So let's go ahead and compare them. Now, of course, around the sides, it all looks the same. Now, when you do get to your camera control version, here is where you're going to see the pretty much only difference between the cases. Now, it did have grips on this side, and the previous version did not have grips here, which I would like to see some grips added a little bit right here and right there. Of course, this is the Dbrand grip, so it's meant to have maximum grip. So I'd really like to see those little grip spikes added there like they have on the left-hand side, but it is what it is. They didn't remove anything with the camera control button, so you can't really fault them for it right there. Now, let's go ahead and take our natural titanium 16 Pro Max, and we'll put it in here, and let's see that button. So, actually, before we do that, let me go ahead and show you what the inside of the button looks like. So this is going to be a button with those little copper wires right there, those little copper connection points, I should say. So that's how it's going to connect your case's button to the phone's button to give you that responsivity. Now, unfortunately, with those camera control buttons that have the copper connectors, they're not as sensitive as something like Apple's or Spiegel's, for example, but this button is not bad. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now, finally, we'll actually get the case in here, and let's see. So this is what we're looking at. Now, the main attraction, of course, you guys have seen all the buttons in the previous review. All the way around, nothing else has changed. They all look exactly the same. Everything looks and feels the same. I did want to just test the MagSafe between them because sometimes companies pull a little sneaky one on you and they'll make the MagSafe a little bit better. So we'll test that in a second. But let's take a look at that camera control button. So basically what you're going to do is we'll go ahead and click that. And there you go. You do have access to the camera control. Let's put that right there. So let's go ahead and zoom in, and this is kind of where my issue slightly lies with these kind of buttons. They're just not as responsive as some of your other ones, like I said, like Apple's or Spiegel's. Now, I know Apple is that, OEM, so they're going to have the best one, sure. But Spiegel does do a really good job. It works exactly the same way as Apple's does. This one, like I said, it is very manageable. It's not bad. It just could use a little bit more sensitivity. It's kind of like those sub cases that you guys have seen on my channel before. I've reviewed those. I just need that sensitivity turned up just a little bit, just that much, and it'll be perfect. But it is a very manageable button. Like I said, it works. My testing that I always do, I try to hit it very lightly and see how sensitive it is. So sometimes it picks it up, other times it doesn't. And that's just going as lightly as I possibly can, just barely caressing the case. Caressing, pause, keep it about cases. But yeah, But for the most part, like if you do give it a little bit of pressure, it is going to work just fine, really with no issues. I'm sitting here swiping between modes. Zoom is the best way for me to test it. But I mean, yeah, it's going to work for the most part pretty well. We can go ahead and take our little picture right there, see how that is, but Again, I would just like to see the sensitivity a little bit better on this button. Those copper connectors, and it may be something to do also with the design right here, but even buttons that are just flat design, just smooth, it's really kind of the same thing with those copper connectors. But in the same breath, I want to give a huge shout out to Dbrand for actually listening to the customer. Nobody wanted, they even say this on their website, nobody wanted this button. From the beginning, nobody asked for it. Nobody even thought this was a thing. Why would Apple even do this? So shout out to Dbrand for actually taking the time to put in the research to do this. I love to see a company actually putting in the initiative to do it and not just wiping their hands with it and saying, hey, listen, that sucks. We gave you a cutout. We're not changing anything. We're not losing a bunch of money. You do whatever you want. Buy it, don't buy it. We're keeping it the same. Dbrand didn't do that. They were like, you know what? Let's actually do this for the customer. Let's put that button in there and give people what they want. So I really appreciate that from Dbrand. And the button being not almost as sensitive as it should be does not at all discount the fact that they actually did it. And it's a good button. At the end of the day, it's better than having the cutout to some people. Some people will not buy a case without the camera control button, which I've seen that in my comments below. I've seen you guys on Mac Rumors all over talking about, I won't buy the case without the button. They can't wait for the button. Where's the button? Where's the button? You got the button. It's definitely better than some buttons I've already experienced, especially those 99-cent AliExpress buttons that we've seen some companies use and charge a crazy amount of money for their case, where as soon as you take the phone out, the camera control button just disappears and falls out somewhere. No, Dbrand made a built-in button. So before we get out of here, let's go ahead and test that MagSafe just to see if Dbrand pulled a sneaky one on us. So we'll actually take off the camera control version. I'll put on the original version. I did take off the skin for this video. That way there's no interference or anything, and it does look the same. So let's go ahead and put the original one on. Now, like I said, here's the camera control, so this is the original one. And pretty good MagSafe on there. So that's good right there. Let's go ahead and take our phone out of the original version then. There we go. It's a super tight fitting case. That's one thing about the Dbrand grip, man. The fit on this thing is incredible. It feels amazing around the sides. Everything is just so good. Dbrand really does a great job with these cases. But it's about the same MagSafe. Yeah, so they didn't really improve or weaken the MagSafe, which is good. So you still get pretty good MagSafe on this case, and I really like that. That's very important for me. To me, I need better MagSafe way more than I need that damn button. You guys keep that button. Give me super strong MagSafe. But anyways, enough rambling about that. That's just basically an update video on the Dbrand grip. I wanted to show it to you guys. I've been using it for a few days, and I have had my issues with it, but at the end of the day, it's not bad. And again, shout out to Dbrand for doing the right thing and giving us the button. But let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to answer as many of them as I can. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. That goes a very long way for me and allows me to get these cases and make these reviews for you guys. And if you want to see my original review for the Dbrand grip, the full review, I'll leave that video right here. If you guys want to see another case with an excellent camera control button, I'll leave that right there.